Let's do this. Hi, hello. That was a weak-ass burp. Ignore. Once again, I am back from beyond the grave. Mic is working. Okay, my whole intro was not ruined. Again. I'm assuming this OC is a wolf. And for those of you not keeping up on current events on my other social medias, I am in trouble, guys. Oi! My cat's being a cat. Just playing behind my desk. Anyway, I'm suffering, guys. It's because I've done a stupid. And by done a stupid, I mean I watched K-pop Demon Hunters. And I'm obsessed. I love that movie so much. I love the animation style, I love the story, I love the music. I'm totally not in love head over heels with one of the Saja boys. My sketch, there's an entire page in my sketchbook dedicated to trying to draw him. I'm not saying who, just look at my DeviantArt, you'll figure it out. And I'm dying because I've listened to Soda Pop and Your Idol on repeat for the past 3 days, and then I finally got my sister and my mom to watch it with me today, this morning, and I can finally talk about it with someone, like, in the family, and I feel like I may have cursed my sister to the same fate. So to answer your, question, Corey, I'm doing good. I'm going to hell in a handbasket. But I'm doing good. It's so funny because when I was a kid, I used to not understand why girls my age were, like, obsessed with boy bands. It's like, man, y'all are so stupid. They're just regular people. What are you talking about? Like, why are you losing your mind over these guys? And then, you know, watching K-pop Demon Hunter, and I'm like, oh. Okay. I get it. I owe... Whoops! Wrong tool. I owe all those girls an apology. Totally did not just attempt to, commission my sister to crochet me some hats. You son of a bit. Okay. I'm not sure this is the right... This is probably the wrong face shape for this OC. I'm assuming they're a direwolf. It doesn't clearly say what they are in their bio, but it does talk about, like, this is the ref I'm working with, and in the bio it does say that they're connected to the moon goddess and that world has dire wolves, so I'm assuming this is also a dire wolf. And I draw wolves very specifically, and I don't draw them like dogs, because wolves are not dogs. Don't insult them, especially since they said that they are dire wolves. It's like, you know what? Oh, a wolf dog. Oh, yeah, this is yours. I don't, I name the profiles with the character and creator, but when it comes to the art pieces, I come up with, like, cutesy little names, and I completely forget whose I'm drawing. So, okay, a wolf dog. Thank you for confirming. Especially since I found someone did a rock cover of Soda Pop, and it sounds like something the Jonas Brothers would sing. I'm in nostalgia hell. Alright, something's wrong here. Why are you burning? What burning? Roof burning, what the fuck? Okay, perhaps... do I need to, like, start over? Yeah, I need to start over. Alright, hold up. Start over. Okay, better. 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 Okay, we're gonna have the blue mane in the back, peeking through. Just to show it off. Copy paste. Flip. And yeah. The rough pictures and all the drawing because I was lazy and didn't get a reason one to redraw it. I get you. I want to give them the Anya eyes, but that might just accidentally end up happening. And then minions, tonight, We draw the moon! Head needs to be bigger. You know, a lot of people ask me, how do I become such a, how do you get good at drawing? And my number one advice is vibes. Read the vibes of the piece. Because if something feels off, it's usually because it is. Like, I can't read the vibes of people or the vibes of a room to save my life. Literally to save my life. But I can read the vibes of an art piece. Yeah, alright. Wolves, even wolf dogs, have schnozzes. So we're just... Also, I am loving the copy-paste tool, man. You are getting me through this. Boom. Down on your knees, I can be your idol. Okay, I'm going to show some self-restraint and go a little lax on the lashes. I'll just give him a little, just a little. I proceed to make it bigger. Turn that down, we turn that up, we bring it all around, we get the other pen going. I'm gonna use, that's a 10. We set your world on fire. You're down on your knees, now you can't look away. No one's coming to save you. You're down on your knees, I'ma be your idol. go. Cat's over there, so I'm not gonna roll over them when I move. Down on your knees, I can be your idol. I apologize if for the next like 50 streams and we have long bouts of silence interrupted by just random or like the same verse from Idol or Soda Pop, because that's just all that's running through my head. Playing on repeat eternally in your head. The lyrics weren't lying. And now every time I drink a soda, that song's gonna be in my head. Cheers. I am drinking a regular Monster. Wait, is Jewel Pet? Huh. Never heard of that one. Then again, for me to discover new music, it has to either be on every single YouTube short and not be annoying, or to like just pop up in my recommended and for me to literally have nothing else to do. I think that's a bit crazy. There we go. Like, the only reason I found out about K-pop Demon Hunters is because Love's Art did a video redesigning the Saja Boys, like their debut outfits, and then my YouTube algorithm is like, oh, you like K-pop, right? And then now my entire YouTube Shorts feed is just K-pop Demon Hunters, and I'm not complaining, but it has eaten away at every nook and cranny of whatever sanity I had left. That's better. Oh, it's a spin-off show. Okay, okay, okay. Darkness and harmony, my voice without the lines, this is what it sounds like. Why did I cover up the colors trapped inside inside my head. I shouldn't let the jagged edges meet the light instead. Show me what's underneath. I'll find your harmony. The song we couldn't write. This is what it sounds like. God. That song makes me cry each time I hear it, especially when I was watching it today, rewatching it today. I don't know, something about it. Especially when the audience when the audience joined in. If you haven't seen the movie, slight spoilers. When the audience joined in the song, giving Rumi that extra power boost. Ugh. Ugh, happy tears. So beautiful. Like, other parts of the movie are sad, but they didn't, like, punch me. Like, if the movie is, like, sad, then I'll cry. But most of the time, especially if it's, like, a Ghibli movie, I'm just crying because of how beautiful it is. That is what will consistently make me cry. For any movie. If this scene is beautiful, powerful, or impactful, I get choked up. I need to move this down a little bit so I can make room for Damoon. That's gonna be behind her head. I know the line weight doesn't really make sense, but okay, I'll thicken it out here. I'll just let the shading take care of that. Alright. Alright. White. So there's no stray pixels. That'll drive me crazy later. This is what it sounds like. Yeah, I'm definitely adding shading to this one just to differentiate different areas. Close that off. And the blue. The blue. Excuse you? Singular pixels? Who told you not to fill in? What is that? Heresy. Blasphemy. I'm gonna add just a little bit of reddish whatever's to the nose. I'm not changing the design, I'm just texturing. Hi, Sad Ghost. Hello, welcome to the stream. I am losing my sanity. Slowly, bit by bit. Not even slowly, man. I'm like going Mach 5 down the highway with this thing. Loss of sanity. God, I can't wait for fall. But our eyes are this lovely purple. That I will have a lot of joy texturing. And by texture, I just mean shading. 65 and fast forward, my bones are shaking. Man, y'all, you're going crazy. I also have been drawing a lot more personal art lately. It's wild, because usually I just think about doing stuff like that and then just never do it. But this time, I don't know what it is. I've just been actually drawing personal art. And I love it. I haven't finished one of them. I sketched it. It's a meme, and I'm not sure I want to post it because it is a, the meme can be read as a little racist, but I thought it was funny as hell. There we go. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Alright, so behind her... Minions! Tonight, we steal the moon! And guess who's gonna add a healthy lot of texture that nobody's gonna see? This guy! Blue. First year doing ArtFight. Yep, guys. Gotta go out swinging. Come out the gate swinging. Physically weak, almost fell over. Oh my no. Oh my god. Drink Monster. I'm just kidding. Drink water. Especially in this heat. Stay hydrated, kids. I'm actually tempted to make this moon gold. Like, or at least, like, more yellow. Oh, it looks really pink on my other monitor. Hold up. If we, ooh. If we, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Stealing the moon is prohibited. Yeah, that's what she's looking at. She's looking at Drew like. Oh, that's so cute that you think you can steal a celestial body and there be no consequences. I don't know what Grace's personality is, I'm sorry, but... I figure she's actually kind of sweet. Wonderful work, minions. Hard light, and then we're gonna do slightly blue. Or... Just gonna blur the edges just a little bit to make it look less like a sticker. There we go. What are you doing, cat? What made you think that was a good idea? What part of you thought that was a good idea? Dummy? Goofball. Snuck my backpack over, it slammed into my desk and just shook my whole monitor. What are you doing? If you're so bored, go play in the living room with your siblings. Yeah. If you want outside, you sit by the window and you tell me. Aight? Sorry, I gotta discipline my kid every once in a while. Closed off introvert relates people in sometimes very Shadow the Hedgehog vibes, but more dainty. Ah, okay, okay. More furries with furries in my entire life. That's why I said it's like I'm not beating the allegations here, guys. Like, what allegations? It's basically confirmed. I made a whole ass video talking of, you know, designing my own persona. And I have also a video talking about how I have too many faces, and 95% of that video was just pictures of my old personas. So it's like, what allegations? No one is accusing you of the truth, Rune. Accept yourself. Love yourself. Accept yourself. this is gonna be a, bear with me, guys. Now, normally my lighting takes like a little bit of, a lot of futzing. And this is no different. The redesign. Okay. I have a whole universe and like mini comic that is 99.9 and by 90 I mean 100% just furries. I have a sci-fi story in mind that has some furry characters, and I'm definitely not beating those allegations. There we go. I might say screw it with the cell shading, honestly. And then we just come in with the lasso tool and erase the rims. Don't want you, need you, yeah, I need you to feel me. Well said, Ghost. I can honestly say your ratios are looking a lot better than mine, buddy. My ratios are in the dumps. Normally, I'm pretty good at my ratios. Like, I'm happy with maintaining a 50-50 with my ratios, but something happened this year, man. And by something, I mean someone happened this year. And I don't think I could ever financially recover from this. Alright, this is where we need to chill. That's better, that's better. It's adorable! Alright, now we get the... blue to, let's try the purple gradient. Bear with me. And by gradient, I mean I'm just gonna... There we go. Make the whole thing purple, but then... maybe a little less pink. If the eyeline aren't more purple to make them pop. Thanks, that goes. My shading technique is accumulated over, oh god, what am I, 10 plus years of digital art and just saying, whatever. And then accidentally creating something, making it look good. Half of what people say, oh wow, your art looks so good, it's like, thanks, it was by accident. And also, like 25 years of daily, almost daily practice. I kind of like it with the gray background, but I do know when I upload it, the background's gonna be gray naturally anyway. So I think the transparent background's gonna stay. Alright, but this is not... Hey, excuse you. I'm trying to turn off the clipping mask. This is not a rune piece of artwork if there's not a ridiculous amount of lighting and detail in the eyes. Now here's what we do. Most important part of any piece. You sit back and stare at it. know if that made it better or worse, but we're rolling with it. I've created a cartoon monolith. Yeah, it's like your drawing in art class versus your little sketch during math class. I don't know what that... I think that's the boredom phenomena. Because you're not thinking too hard about how it's gonna look, so you just do what feels more natural. And it looks really good. But whenever you try to actually make something look good, you end up falling on your face because it's just, this is not looking the way I want it to. So that's because you did the one thing you're not supposed to do when creating art, and that is thinking too hard. It's purely instinctual. Yeesh. Line up that taper fade. Alrighty, now we need... Where's my... Stomp! I'm so fucking dumb. Okay. Here we go. Not funny. Didn't laugh. Overlay. I think the hardest part about my artwork, especially of late, I have no idea where to put my watermark. Because I don't want to put it somewhere that's like gonna obstruct the art, and I don't want to put it somewhere where it can be easily erased. But I do want it to still be visible. You know? Maybe if I just... do that. Well, excuse you, monsieur, that is not allowed. Let me go. Smooth lines, always. Just gonna smudge these a little bit to make them less, you know, hardcore. There we go. Save. It's a spoiler, Corey. And thank you. It's revenge. Okay, we saved. I will make the thumbnails later. This one isn't revenge, but I wanted to get this one out of the way since it is gonna be, it's just a bust. Wait, what is going on with the... I see it now. Okay, yes. Jesus Christ, cat. No, no, we're not doing that. Get down. Stay off that. I'm knocking over a bunch of Legos. Going out? Okay. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love cats, especially I love my cat. But holy shit, do I not have the patience for them. I'm more of a dog person in that way. I just have zero patience for... Okay, I'm gonna tear your room up because I'm bored and I want outside. Alright, so I'll open the door for you. There you go. And then they just sit there and look at you like... I don't know what their expression is saying, but either way, it pisses me off. Hey, okay, hold up. This guy is confused. Chat, look at this. What am I supposed to do with that? Okay, I think that's okay. This is a, like a Charmeleon or whatever the fuck it is. So, I don't know, like, how lenient they, like, the creators are with art style variation. Especially since this is my first time drawing one. That I want one per se, it's just I think they're really cute. Especially this one. This one belongs to a artist I follow on DeviantArt and also a follower of mine on ArtFight. It was like when they followed me, I was like, what? I think they followed me. I think they did follow for follow, because I followed them. But let me believe for a moment that they followed me because they enjoy my art and my talents. Let me just pretend, okay? Let me have that. Can I have that? It was like when I attack bigger artists and they're like, oh, this is so cute, and then they draw my character, I'm like, ah! Favorite big artist drew my character and it was, and I'm just trying to tell myself that it was just revenge for ArtFight, and I was like, no, they drew them because they actually love and care about my characters. It's just the way the game is played, Rune. No need to look that far into it, and I'm crying. It's like, I need outside validation to feel good about myself. One of your cats tried to rob you. Yep, my cat, I swear, she loves stealing my hair ties. Yes, you do. She loves stealing my hair ties. It'd be annoying if it wasn't so cute. That's what I mean. I love having cats in the house because they're so entertaining and they're so funny. And they keep the rodent population down in your area, which is nice. But my god, when they get bored, it's almost annoying. It's like, can't you, like, please not tear my house apart? Oof. Okay, hold up. I love this character design, but her teeth make me think about the, my main goal is to blow up, and then act like I don't know nobody. That's what it's making me think of. I love drawing teeth, but man, am I bad at it. Especially when tongues are involved, like, what the hell? There we go. Don't look at my desk like that. She looked at my desk like that. Okay, just don't knock anything over, alright? I'm busy. Okay, she's got a spiked collar. And I can't really see it in her ref, like how the bell is attached, but I'm assuming it's with a... Oi! With some sort of ring. And she's got little, adorable, kind of like bear cub ears going on. I'm gonna switch it over there. Oh, rounded. No, that's a little too big. The thing with these ears is that they move down and kind of stoop up. There we go. There we go. That tongue is not it, fam. Oh well. That's a little long there. This is a little low, so if I just redraw that. Something like a... no, it needs to out, down, and then in, and then make that... No. better not be causing any mischief over there. That'll do. Oh, no. No, alright, get out. What are you doing? What'd you knock over? What did you even knock over? My hot pads! And my spring glasses. How'd you even do that? You're lucky you're cute, cat. Yeah, you're lucky you're cute. Didn't even leave a note on the fridge or nothing. Don't do that. How have I been already streaming for an hour? That's insane. Damn, she looks good though. From this side, let's flip the canvas. Jury's in. It looks good. No, okay. Really derpy looking bell, but you get the idea. actually goes behind the arm. There we go. Just gonna cut it off there. Because I'm gonna put her name, which is Matcha, in front with little matcha leaves and a teacup. Again with the line, it's because I keep changing the lines because I also use the pen tool as an eraser. So I just turn on the whatever that feature is. I don't even know what that feature is called. I don't use the eraser like at all. I either always use lasso or the transparent pen. So my line art is all over the place. Like the crew at the end of that of Jurassic Park. What's that? What was the second one called? What was the second Jurassic Park called? Why am I blanking on the name? That's like my favorite. That's my favorite Jurassic movie. Why am I blanking on its name? It has something world in it, right? Hang on, we're gonna do a quick Google because I'm gonna lose my mind if I don't know about this one. The Lost World. Oh my god. How did I... I knew it had world in the title. Lost World. That one is my favorite. Anyway, my line art style is all over the place, like the crew at the T-Rex transport ship at the end of Jurassic Lost World. Jurassic Park Lost World, or Lost World Jurassic Park, depending on who you ask. That was a very clumsily handled and very niche joke. Please applaud. Oh my god. Where am I on the ADHD scale? Hella. sleep on my desk now. Why are you so cute? Why? Why are you so cute? Okay, now that I've balanced out the hairline art, I need to also thicken up the arms just a little bit so it looks more intentional. There we go. The inside can stay a little thin because I did have that one a long time ago. My art style was thick black outlines and then colored innards. Ooh. Spaghetti monster. Matcha man. Matcha. That's match. Matcha. You son of a bitch. Just bring it down. There we go. There we go. Now, actual matcha tea is a little different than green tea. There we go. This is a little simplistic, but it'll do big. What color should I use? I think I'll just use her face color as a base. Her face is the base. Your local hardware store. have toys. Why are you... Why are you bullying me? Hmm? You have a whole toy. You have all these toys in the office that there's more toys in here than furniture. Why do you act bored? Oh crap! Holy, I'm so glad I saw that. Man, that would have been embarrassing. Alright, let's do the eyes on a completely separate layer, and I'm gonna try and decipher what is a stylistic choice and what is actual design. Because I've looked at the, I still have no idea how to pronounce it. I just keep saying Charmeleon, but that's not it. That's a Pokemon. It's a mix. I know the word is a mix between chameleon and chimera. So maybe it's I have actually fucking no clue. Anyway. Okay, that looks like white, and that is a shadow. I will also be coloring the line art on this one because it will look weird if I don't. Okay, that's the same color there. And that is... that. But also that. I love it when a plan comes together. Dun, 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 dun. Turn that off, and then select tool. Wait, no. Shift to add to your select. There we go. And then we turn the line art back on, and then we get to blend, to rendering, to blending. This shit I can do. To make something look more metallic, I learned this trick watching a how to draw video on a VeggieTales disc, which is a sentence that I have. You use mixes of blues and purples to make something look more like metal. instead of just gray. Coloring the line art will also make this look a lot more like metal in the end. But for now, I think that's all we're gonna do. Okay, now the thing with Chameleon Chimera horns, they're only allowed. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You want out? You want outside? Are you bored? You want to go play? Yeah. Don't like being cuddled. Can you purr into the mic? No purring, but she decided to knock it over. My bad, guys. Move. If you understand that reference, give yourself a pat on the back, because that's a hilarious reference that not a lot of people are gonna get. Oh my god. That is cat hair all over my face. Wait a diddly darn minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse you. There be only 3 main body colors allowed for this species. This one's on the master list, so it ain't my place to say. Then they got the green hair tips, which, if you haven't already noticed, if I see a character that is brown and green, I automatically love them and can't help myself. Oh. That's not it at all. Ugh. And it's the same Ah. Pure artistry. Is that... Yes, it is. Okay, I think... I'm using the wrong tool. There we go. The tongue and ear are the same color. I think that's all the base colors. The only thing now I have to worry about is... Well, actually, the horns look a very specific way for this species, and I think I do need to add that to their... I put it on the wrong fucking layer. Okay. I think the reason why I like this species so much, just looking at it, is all their horns and teeth and tongues look like gummy candy. And anytime I see something that makes me want to put it in my mouth, I automatically love it. It's a bit of a rune lore for ya. If it looks like candy, I will like it. Maybe that green isn't, because nothing else is shaded. It's just the eyes and horns that look like that, and the bell that looks like they have shading. So I honestly don't know if that's a stylistic choice. Slag. For the sake of my sanity, I shall just defer to the ref sheet. If I could just have a picture. Like, when I post this, it was like, when it comes to coloring the line art, I'm just gonna have a picture of Garnet saying, "I panicked." Because I'm fairly certain it's not, I mean, I'm not gonna, it's just ArtFight, so I know I'm not gonna get crucified for drawing this character slightly wrong. Or like, just not in the style, because I'm not, what's the word? Because I'm not drawing official art. For the character, so I think it's okay. but it looks so cute, though. Look at her. I'm feeling the cuteness aggression. Okay. Let's keep it together, room. And then they MLP their way through the ref sheet. Alright, now. For the moment you've all been waiting for. Is about to get bitch up in this crunk. Eyebrows on fuck. The fleek. God, I love that memes. I love that Vine so much. Both versions. They make me laugh for no reason other than it's just exactly how my brain works. There we go. And then I just around the things. I think we are approaching completion. That just a little darker. still here. There we go. Alright, I gotta do the gray test. How are we looking here, Chief? Light bulb. I'm so proud of myself. Sometimes my genius is almost frightening. Look at that. It's a little hard to read with the white, I will admit, but I'm kind of referencing the fact that matcha is paired with white chocolate a lot. So we're doing white chocolate matcha. Matcha is also just such a cute name for a brown and green character design. And also, just this character design is so yummy. This looks like something, not quite something I would design, because like I don't usually do amphibious tails, but like patterning wise, this looks like something I would make. So when I saw her, you know, love at first sight, don't believe in it, but I saw her across the way and was, oh, I need you in my life. And by that, I mean spend 30 minutes just trying to draw a bust of her. Sometimes I enjoy being me. It's not often that I feel good about myself, but when I do, woof. If I use that color instead. Maybe, ooh. no, my nose is itchy. My allergy medicine is wearing off. Am I just snuggled with my cat? Ugh. Well, if I suddenly sound nasally and I'm just constantly itching my face, we'll know why. Okay, that's just a way bit better. There we go. Ooh, should I? Should I? I'm doing it. Yay. Stop touching your face! It's part of why you have allergies. Didn't save once that entire time. I live life on the edge. There we go. Did I? No, I... Did I? Hold up. Not that one, but I did that. Okay, okay. We'll just turn that off and save so I know which one to be doing. And then we're gonna close that, and then we're gonna work on this guy, which is not revenge, but he's... I just said he's not revenge. There he is. He's the OC of one of my followers. He's got the hippie vibe, so you know I had to. Why'd I draw his bangs that way? His ref sheet clearly shows his hair going the other way. I had the canvas flipped when I was drawing it. Damn! I always forget that. How do I always forget? Yeah, that's what happened. Oh well. So we can still do some of that. There we go. V-necks were not really in fashion in that time of the 70s, but who am I to judge? The guy just has a hippie vibe. He's not actually from the 70s. Nothing in his bio says he's from the 70s. Hello, Perfect Cell. No idea what you just typed, but hello. It looks like the boy's got a little button nose. Wait, so you do understand Japanese? No, I don't understand it in the slightest. I just knew that was Japanese. Because it's not Chinese, and it's definitely not Korean. I mean, I have Japanese writing on screen right now, but that's just a direct copy of a Godzilla poster I have, which apparently it says Godzilla, so, because I googled it. So I'm an advocate of the fact that there is absolutely no reason for anyone to be ignorant, like, to stay ignorant about anything, because as soon as you ask a question, we all have cell phones. So you can just Google what it means. You don't have to be like, oh, I don't know what that is, and then just go about your day. You don't have to do that. You can just literally just fucking Google. And I know Google isn't the most accurate source of information, but at least it's something, you know? Oh, it does mean hello. Okay. That's what you were saying. I just said hi because you were in chat, so... Anyway, yeah, there's no... Now, that doesn't mean you have to go out and obtain all the knowledge of the universe. The human mind cannot handle that much information all at once. But if you're like, huh, I wonder about this, Google it. Read, like, 30 seconds. It's like, huh. That's interesting. And then go about your day. I know this is also the era of misinformation, but still, there's no need. Well, I hope to see you again too, Perfect Cell. Cheers. Stay hydrated. Even if it's just tea or coffee. I don't care. Drink something. Preferably water. But I understand that you can't drink water all the time. You'll get overhydrated. And then you'll lose electrolytes, and then you'll pass out from exhaustion. And other myriad of health problems. Beating you is what I do, yeah. I know in K-pop Demon Hunter, a lot of people talk about the song, what it sounds like, and Takedown, but y'all, how it's done is such a good song, underrated gem. I'm gonna draw this on a separate layer because I know this hand is going to absolutely destroy whatever self-confidence I spent the entire stream building up. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's try this again. Better. There we go. There we go. Looking you out like a lullaby. Yeah, that's something. Better sit down, 'cause I'm gonna show you how it's done. Run, we run the town. Whole world playing our sound. Turn it up, it's going down. 100s don't miss how it's done. Oh, hold the phone. Hold the phone, girl. What arm? Okay, it's on the other arm, so we don't have to draw his bracelet on that side. Beating you is what I do, yeah. I'm gonna start with using his colors that I eyedropper tooled from his ref, and then I'll like render extra coloring on top of it. So the base is still there. But just so it's not so, vibrant. Even though he is, you know, very psychedelic coded. And by a coded, I mean a psychedelic coded this man. Yeah. This is the yellow from his bracelet. He's supposed to have orange X's on his cheeks, but I don't know how vibrant they're supposed to be. So for now, I think I'll just do the hair. Which is this adorable little purple. My eyes! Okay. Today, I'm going to draw you. I say that's my finest work. I don't know what color his tongue is, but I'm just gonna say it's this blue color. Just because. Y'all can't tell me what to do. He's a little alien dude, so we can get crazy with it, get sturdy with it. Are those brown? It says orange, but it doesn't say what kind of orange, so I think we're just going to, yeah, do the same tone, maybe? I mean, on this little ref sheet, the orange is really dark because they were coloring on top of green. So what I'm gonna do is make it dark and then just add like a little bit of that'll work. That'll work. And if they don't like it, well, I can just cry. With a green this dark, you know I have to draw the lighter palms. Because that's how skin tone works. Even light-skinned people have lighter palms. It's just less noticeable. Why, thank you, Ivacon Chester. I try my best with the rendering. Don't ask me where that Texan accent came from. I am nowhere near the South, yet that southern drawl jump scares me as well.
Doesn't feel like I can tell you anything. We can't fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless. We can be free,
free. I've had that entire soundtrack going through my head at max volume for the past 2 weeks. I'd say I'm in misery, but at the same time, I'm loving every second of it. I finally got my sister and my mom to watch it, though, so now we can listen to the soundtrack together. I also want to render his hair. Ugh, this has got me on the render bend. Oh well. Let's go. Team Huntrix are such a well, there's more Huntrix songs, but I will admit I have had Soda Pop screaming through my head non-stop since even before I watched the movie, because YouTube Shorts was just playing it everywhere. So randomly throughout the day, I'll just be, "You're the one I think of every time I drink up. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop." And I'm just, stop it! Get out! But also, again, please. Same with Idol. Oh my god. They stole your soul too. Yep, I've already drawn fan art. Especially Baby. Oh my god. I you know what? I don't mind admitting it. Baby Saja. He's definitely something. I totally do not have an entire page in my sketchbook dedicated to just him. And I also totally do not have both his rap numbers. I'm trying to memorize them. Totally not. I'm also totally not reading into every single headcanon I come across on Tumblr. Why did you sell your soul to the devil? In my defense, Your Honor, it was some really good... I was listening to really bumpin' tunes. You're the first I know to like Baby. Really? Because if you ask anyone on the internet, they'd say Baby's their favorite. Because Baby is also the second most popular of the Saja boys, second to Genu. Because of course Genu's the most... popular. Now, I know this looks bad, but bear with me, guys. Is the most popular because he's, like, the main character, one of the main characters. And then Baby's second. Why? Because he gets a whole solo. And a rap number. Mystery's also pretty famous too. I think the only one of the Saja boy, I think the least popular Saja boy is Romance. Which is kind of sad, poor guy. I don't speak Korean, so it makes singing along with these songs really hard. Like, give me a month, I think I'll get it down. It's not his fault that his head is so big. I'm also screaming that Romance and Baby didn't officially die because their deaths were not shown on screen. So, in my mind, they're still alive and well. They just went into hiding because after they saw what Genu did against Grima, they're like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm just gonna grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I also 1000% hope, I don't believe it, but I do hope that Genu is alive inside Rumi's sword. Like, his soul now powers her sword. Like, Soul Eater style. But that's probably just me being delusional. Like all fangirls are. I'm so normal about this movie, guys. Oh yeah, what I'm saying is not new. Like, half the internet on Tumblr and TikTok is already saying this. I just agree. I'm your idol. Thank you for the pain, because it's got me going viral. God, that part of the song was so hot. I don't mean to be horny on Maine. But they got me, guys. They got me. I made a whole piece on DeviantArt saying, "Beware the Saja Boy pipeline." And I've illustrated my slow descent into madness. Yeah, I have a hotkey that I press every time I take a sip. Just so it just adds some movement on screen. Because there are times where I'm just quiet because I'm focusing, and there are other times I'm quiet because I'm chugging coffee or Monster, so I wanted to help the people differentiate. Alright, so it's nice up blue eyes, so I'm gonna write it in blue, dark blue. Wait, no, not that pen, this pen. Christ, cat. So all she does is just jump down from her little perch onto a table and then onto the floor. But the table is so flimsy and it knocks into a shelf that's next to it that's full of Legos. So my entire left peripheral vision just fills with movement and a sudden sound, and it freaks me out every time. I swear she's gonna be the death of me. Are you a crystal? Yeah! I was actually hoping for Crystal versus Fossil. Like, as soon as I saw it on the list, I'm like, ooh, please, yas! Crystals be my jam! But then half of my ArtFight friends were also Team Crystal. I'm just, damn it! Alright, so for some of this, just gonna merge that down. And then we're gonna get some of that purple, make it dark, and then add some wisps. I should actually, hold up, I should be using the edge pen. Bear with me, guys. Bro, what the hell? Oh, I moved my mouse at the same time as my pen. That's what happened. Alright. Alright, and then I'm gonna... no. Yes, filter. Gauge and blur. Okay, that's good. And then underneath, I'll do it again, but with just the airbrush. Just to fill in some of those gaps. Laughs and fossil. And also, hello, Snowflake. My ArtFight profile is linked, top of the not really top of the description, but like it is in the description on a somewhere. Although I do ask that you have mercy on me when attacking. My ratios are in shambles. I am so far behind on all of my avenging. Alright. Great test. Oof. Save. You're also actually suffering that I can't finish even one attack per day. Eesh. Here's the thing. I sketch a bunch of attacks throughout the week, and I only really work on them when I'm streaming. Mostly for content, but also because, like, the joy of ArtFight is the community. If it's like a simple, like, quick little revenge, or just, you know, something kind of last minute, I at least record it, so it kind of incentivizes me to get my shit together. Alright, there we go. And then once again, we get the lamp stamp. Because there is nothing more hippie vibe than a lava lamp. But usually my attack ratios are like 50-50. My ratio this year, I think it's currently at 30%, and I am absolutely in shambles because it's never been that low before. And I low-key, high-key am feeling really bad about it. How long have I been streaming? 2.5 hours? You know what? I think I have enough energy for an illustration. Which one are we doing? No, let's do this one. Alright, I'm going to, because it's 2 character. What? That was the right file. I'm going to do that one first. chat, I am actually dying a little bit because it's completely my fault. I found a rock version of Soda Pop, and I've just been listening to it non-stop for like an hour because it's so catchy. It's given me early 2000s rock, not really rock, it makes me think of like the Jonas Brothers. And I'm screaming because I miss that era of music. Not the Jonas Brothers specifically, I wasn't that big of a fan of them, but I did like 2 of their songs. Okay, hang on. Let's see if I can post it. I don't allow links in chat. Excuse you! My computer froze. You know what? I'll just do it on my phone. I don't usually allow links in chat, but since it's me posting it, I think it'll be okay. I'm going to try and post it in chat. Don't let it play on... Share. Copy link. Channel. Current live stream. Alright, there it is. Enjoy. Absolute bliss. Oh, those are like one-time dealios, chat. It's one of those things where it's like, do as I say, not as I do, because this is my chat. I can post links, but if you're a chatter and then you post a link, you're gonna get timed out. You're gonna get a warning. Because you can understand why I typically wouldn't allow links. Because then some person might actually click on it, and who knows what that'll lead to. So refreshing, remember the soda pop. You're the one I think of, every drop I drink of. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Call me down your soul. I won't stop, my little soda pop. Gonna drink every drop. I know, it is so good. Because he doesn't just sing the song normally and then add guitar on top of it. No, he actually changed the tone and the tune only slightly to match the genre of music. So it kind of became its own identity, and I love that so much. And the bro actually speaks Korean. I can't tell you how many rock covers I almost liked, but that looks terrible, but just could not listen to because the artist either A, didn't know how to speak the language and was just, I don't know, it was like, I don't expect every artist to speak the language of the song they're covering, but if you're gonna sing it in the original language, at least try. I swear I draw cats for a living. So what's going on here? Alright, bro, so who the hell? Now, let's get to the bottom of this. Because his head's tilted, and that's throwing me off. That might be it. This is their art style is complete. Excuse you, I keep trying to. There we go. Their art style is completely different than mine. When it comes to drawing cats, like, this is adorable, it's just not typically the way I draw cats. Like, I have a very specific, I've heard it described as, like, 2003 inspired warrior cats, and it's funny because, yeah, that's about when I didn't come to the fandom in 2003, but 2003 was, like, the era of internet I was first exposed to, so it really informed my art style. Especially when they're around the kitty cats. Hi, Waffles! Hello! Long time no well, actually, no, it hasn't been a long time. It was just... You were here last stream, right? But it was like, last stream was like a week ago because I was sick. There we go. Instead of... Okay, I'm gonna structure his cheeks and then draw his wefts. There we go. That gives him a little bit more structure. I think he's supposed to be kind of like the happy-go-lucky character, so making his face a little bit more round, I think I can get away with that. I can't decide which version of the Soda Pop song I enjoy more, because they're both so good. And I'm screaming. Because I literally just can't get enough of this soundtrack, man. Whoever wrote the songs for K-Pop Demon Hunter, y'all struck gold. Renovating your new furniture, nice. You have antique furniture now. Lucky. I have antiques, but they're not the cool kind of antiques. They're the kind of antiques that the family just hasn't gotten rid of because we've had it since we moved in here. round out his ears just a little bit to make him look, like, cuter. I don't mean to ooh-wooify this character. I know nothing about him, but it's just based on his, profile. From what I've read, he does seem like the, ray of, not really a ray of sunshine, because that is the wrong implications, but it seems, you know, like he's the upbeat one. He's the positive one. Kind of makes me think of my own Warrior Cats characters, especially Hazelpaw. If you know, you know. Drew my first furry for ArtFight. It looks like Beastar style. I don't know why. How do you do that? Well, I don't really have any advice for drawing furries. Aside, study what the original animal looks like, and then figure out what that would look like in your, like, how you would translate that. Because I have a very particular way of drawing furries, and that's just because it's what I've figured out I can, like, easily work with. He's supposed to have a bit of a spiky tail, so... You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. I'm also really biased towards any rock version of a song because I prefer rock music over any other genre. Okay, that's kind of a lie. I really like jazz and swing. But, you know, rock is kind of my default setting. Especially grunge. Grunge is my default setting. Metallica and Nirvana for life. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Since I'm working with two characters, I'm just gonna open their revs separately, just so I can flip back and forth. But I'm gonna put hers. Here's what I can, whoops. So I can just figure out the line art. Okay, he's sitting there. Turn off! There, jeez. I can't get the damn song out of my head. Playing on repeat eternally in your head. Every time it hurts, play another verse. I can be a sanctuary. here's the thing with that soundtrack. It's catchy, but it's not like catchy. It wasn't like annoying catchy like in the Lego Movie 2, the second part, where the song was literally, this song's gonna get stuck inside your head. That was the entirety of the lyrics. And it was annoying. It was like, yeah, this is catchy because the tune. But everything, and they played it a lot, so of course it was gonna get stuck in my head. But with this one, it's like, the song is actually, the music by itself is amazing. Starting to think they actually took my soul. The millisecond, these bastards start selling merch for this movie, especially the Saja Boys and the Tiger. Ugh, my already dwindling bank account will be empty. I need Baby's hat for no reason. Sorry for yelling into the mic. I'm gonna give them all my money. Oh, I forgot to ask, Ivacon, who's your, are you Huntrix or Saja? I'm thinking you're Saja. Who's your boy? If you don't mind me asking. But you're Huntrix, actually. Okay. I mean, of course I love Huntrix. I don't hate the girls. I love all three of them for their own, like, I absolutely love Huntrix. I love those girls. I love the way they interact. I love their friendship. I love how they actually act like girls. That is one thing about this movie that really keeps me invested throughout the entire, like, through everything. No one can say a bad thing, no one can say a damn thing about this movie that would make me not like it, solely because of how the girls are portrayed. They act like real girls. Like, our first introduction to them as characters, like, as official characters, is them stuffing their faces with food and just, you know, saying, "For the fans!" I mean, when Rumi just went, ah, with that gembap and just deep-throated the whole thing, it's like, I felt that in my soul. I was like, she's literally me, for real, for real. So now I hope this movie inspires a generation of girls allowing themselves to, you know, act like themselves without fear of ridicule. Now they have positive role models. But if Asajj would say Mystery or baby. Yeah. Mystery got that dog in him. I love how someone drew the meme with Zoe and Mystery, the down boy. God, I love that meme so much. I thought when she actually said, bad Saja boy, Mystery started pouting. Like, if he had dog ears, they would have immediately went down. He totally should have. Well, he is her type. Oh, well. You're just my type. Oh, well. Ah! A lot of people are drawing, or like, headcanning, or theorizing what Zoe saw when she punched Mystery. And a lot of people are drawing Mystery as this attractive, like conventionally attractive anime guy, which is fine if that's, like, which is fine, but I raise you this. Zoe might be a monster fucker. I raise you that. So maybe in his demon form, Mystery's got like some great, like, because before he got glamorized in the beginning of the movie, he had some wicked tusks on him. He had fangs. So maybe his real face, like, he actually looks more demonic and more animalistic. He was literally barking in that one scene, okay? So if you want to draw him as this conventionally attractive anime uwu guy, go ahead. But personally, I think that bro got that dog in him. And I will say that till the day I die. Zoe at the joint signing. Can I pet that dog? Meanwhile, I heard someone say, Baby is kind of like is like the black cat of the group, and I absolutely love that. Not really black cat, but he's like a cat. It's like, you know what? That bombastic side eye, I get that look from our cats all the time. So yeah, Baby Saja is actually a cat. He's a cat boy. I mean, if they're gonna choose a name like the Saja Boys, which Saja is also part of the word for Grim Reaper in Korean, but it also means, like, it's a cutesy version of lion, then come on, they should look beastly. I bet bro is like, they're like Beauty and the Beast, but Beast looks better in his beast form than in his human form. Remember that tragedy in the original Disney? Beast looked so much more handsome and, you know, understandable. in his beast form than he did in his human form. Because in his human form, he just looked like a regular dude. And I'm like, Belle.
I was using the wrong color.
That's not even. Well, I'm just gonna color. Oh, so beastly. I will, however, be putting these guys on. I keep clicking on the wrong one. On separate layers. Coloring wise, remembering my comic days. And by comic days, literally last month. We must not forget technique. I keep doing that. I love how even though they're siblings in Warrior Cats fandom, you always make the siblings different browns. Even if they're both described as brown tabbies, it is illegal for you to make them the same brown. So, bounce is got the green. You know what? Go away. No. Close. Thank you. I always, personally, I put the eyes on a completely different layer than, okay, she's not the hetero. On different layers. So when I shade the character, the eyes aren't included in the shading. And that's, especially for the cats, that makes their eyes just pop a little bit more. It's okay, Waffles. I know you gotta, like, share and info dump and whatnot. Spent 30 minutes drawing on the wrong layer. No! That is devastating. designs are really friggin' cute. And also, they're brown tabbies with green eyes. Come on, that's my #1 weakness when it comes to cats. My cat is a brown tabby, but she has yellow-green. She has more yellow eyes, because green eyes aren't actually that common in cat. Which I know, but come on, I like being happy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, it's not on the tail, and you probably wouldn't see it on the... Yeah, no, you wouldn't. And then she's got the brown. Okay. Oh, your dog has heterochromia. That's actually really cool. I met someone with heterochromia, but it wasn't like the 2 different eye colors, is that her eyes were 2 different colors. She had like blue and brown, like in her eyes. It was awesome. I didn't mention it because I didn't want to... Oh, that's also around the back. Because I didn't know if she was like self-conscious about it. But I noticed it and I was like, wow. And she was also in the middle of, we were in the middle of kind of a heavy conversation. And a, like, very serious topic, so I didn't want to, like, can we just pause the, it was like, can I just pause the conversation to say that your eyes are very gorgeous? Oh, okay. There we go. I love it when warrior cats OCs have, like, very unique markings that stand out but are also very easy to track. We got long and then short, and then we got long and then short, and then long, and there we go. Look at her. She's so cute. Oh, do we have nose color? No. Nothing specific. So I'll just use this. Oh, that's the same color. Okay. Yeah, that would sound like flirting. Yes. At the risk of sounding homosexual. She was an older lady too, so I don't know how she would take just a random compliment from someone she barely met. Is there any possible way to say, "You're gorgeous, no homo"? It's so... It's so frustrating, man. What if I just want to say, "Hey, you are conventionally attractive. I hope you know that." And don't feel bad about the way you look. Never feel ashamed about being unique. Without sounding like I'm trying to hit on them. I don't mean to be ace on main, but I'd like to, you know, compliment people, damn it, without fear of them misunderstanding my intentions. I have no intentions other than just to say, hey, you have this physical feature. I find it very interesting. Besides, I don't flirt with real life people. I leave that for fictional characters. Would definitely feel anxious and self-aware. Yeah. I'm not really anxious or self-aware, it's just I kind of forget that some people think being left-handed is really cool. And like, every time they see it, they call it out. They're like, "Oh, wow, you're left-handed." It's like, yeah. Just, I don't see it as anything special. I've been left-handed all my life. My constant reminder of being left-handed is the fact that I can't use scissors normally. And every time I write on a whiteboard, all my lettering smears. That's what it means to me to be left-handed. But some people think it's what the hell? Some people think it's really cool. Which, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not cool. You know, less than half of the population. I don't know what the exact percentage is of left-handed. I'm sure several people have flirted with you for that, trying to sound different. Spoiler, she's my girlfriend now. Bro got that riz. Me and the bad bitch I pulled by being autistic. And I'm not saying you're autistic, man. But that is the meme. That will be me, though, hopefully one day. I didn't blur her colors out, so I won't blur his out. Even though that's what I typically would do in this instance. Wait. Okay, there's no specific rest for their mouths. Okay, we're good. We Gucci. I didn't do the lineup for the background. Oh well. We do it now. Actually, this should be up here. No. Oh, that's on the wrong line. I grabbed the wrong... Who's? Whomst? Then who is you? Oh. Okay, you be down there. You be up here. You take that position. So I can draw this abstract bushes. How's your pen so well trained now? So my pen seems to be acting up a little bit. Alright, that's on top of that. That goes, and this is back here. Let's say it is all in the wrist. And by that I mean, be sure to move your whole arm when drawing, or you'll get cramps. Then I am using different pen tools for these drawings. That makes them look different. Wait, okay, which way is the sky? Hey, computer, if you could stop, like, freezing every 5 frames, that would be nice. I'm trying to get some work done, man. Late morning here. Yeah, it is 1 a.m. right now. That's the line art layer. Okay. Shader color underneath. Take that. I know you're actually supposed to work from the background to the foreground, but that's a leftover from when we used to... when we would use paints instead, so if it's digital, man, just do whatever. Although keeping the background in mind does help when color picking. For real, for real. See? Alright. Goodbye, Ivacan. I hope that's how you pronounce her name. You have a good rest of your whatever. Pick a game to play while I watch this in the background, since why not? Yeah, man, I'm probably just gonna finish this illustration and then end it. In the live stream, that is, because I've been streaming for what, how long? Like, yeah, for 3 hours. 3 hours! trying to keep this brown as dark as possible because it's a night scene. But it is a little, at the risk of making it look pink. There we go. Okay, for this background color, I'm going to use a bit more of a blue. And I'm going to just start dark. Eee! That is not what it... There we go.
Lucky just to linger in your life, cooler than the flip side of my pillow. That's right.
Okay. There's a bug on my desk. Go away.
When your patterns start to show, once I hit your line, I go out of my veins. And I think you're ready for the takedown. The demon with the feelings don't deserve to live. It's so obvious. Yeah, it's a takedown.
Multiply. Let's start at 75. Make it the same color as the night. Since it's a full moon, the lighting might actually be might be a little lighter. $65 is good. Wait, six? Yes. Shish. I never worked for so little. Except once, and that was a very noble cause. I'll just airbrush out the gate. For these kinds of illustrations, for like the night, I try not to go overboard with the shading because you still want to freaking be able to see the characters. Oh yeah, I try not to go overboard with the lighting, and then what do I immediately do? Okay, 25 actually isn't bad, so if we turn it down to 25, and then lasso eraser away a few bits and pieces. That was on the wrong layer, alright. If I clean up, this might be a little bit too light, but I'm just gonna try this. There we go, that gives a little bit of the impression of rim lighting. And then since they cats, we're gonna give them just the faintest indication of glowing. We put that up there. That was the smudge tool, but that works. go. Oh, it's so cute. Mm. Alright, now we contemplate. I'm gonna put down the stamp somewhere. It froze again. My mouse wasn't even down there. What are you doing? Go. That works. And then we're gonna save. And then I'm gonna uncross my legs because that's bad for your knees. Ow. And then we are gonna end it there, broskies. We did actually quite a lot today. I mean, looks amazing. Thank you, man. Oh my god, there's still so much I need to do, but at least I got a few revenges done, so I can at least chip away at that slowly, and I will continue to work off stream. It's just I will have them recorded, so there will be B-roll in future videos if I'm not doing any, like, having any specific topic. So yeah, there's that. Streaming is back. It may not be every day because I like to set boundaries with myself. But I'm no longer sick. I'm fine. The heat is also so much worse now because it's the middle of July. Oh my god, I can't even imagine what August and September are going to be. I don't even want to think about it because we're not there yet. We're still in July, so let's enjoy the 95-degree weather even at night. Oh god, I hate summer. Anyway, ArtFight's the only thing keeping me going through summer, so I'm just gonna keep doing it no matter what, even if my ratios are in shambles. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Not gonna do my usual outro because I just don't have the energy. Bye-bye.